the
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you can't record in GoToMeeting, can you?
No, I'm recording the go-to webinar. That's why I got it.
Okay.
So let's hit. All right. Good afternoon, my friends. Eric Wilkes here with my friend and business partner, Michelle Alpha Pescosolido. She just recently got married, and I wanted to interview her and ask her a few questions because recently she's gone from just beginning of beginning to literally a superstar marketer. She's just out there making it happen. She's got an incredible sphere of influence around her. She's really gained a lot of traction over the last 6 months. And she's focused a lot on Facebook. So I just wanted to ask her a few questions about her recent success, what she's done, and how she's been able to achieve what she's been able to achieve over the last few months. So that being said, Michelle, if you don't mind, I just want to ask, what for you was the big turning point? What ultimately made the difference for you to just literally take off? And I've watched you spin your business about 180 degrees, and I've watched you take off like a rocket here this past few weeks. What made that turning point for you to just make you take off like that?
It's honestly picking up the phone and calling leads and being 100% dedicated at doing it every single day, just setting aside some time to call them.
Yeah.
That's made a huge difference.
It makes me really happy to hear you say that. I know I've had the opportunity to work with you, and we've done a little bit of coaching, and I've learned a lot from you as well. And I know together we've done a big push for calling leads. What would you say was your biggest fear when it came to actually picking up the phone and calling those leads? Ultimately, what made you decide to start calling your leads?
Well, I started enjoying the fact, and I think that getting in that zone where it was uncomfortable, and the more I kept doing it, the more that I started to see success. And so I got really excited about that, and that kind of encouraged me. It didn't kind of, but it did encourage me to really get out there and do it more. And one of my biggest fears about calling leads was to stumble, to stumble over my words, not come across as confident, not know exactly what I'm saying, and how was I going to answer, objections and questions? And, I listen to you a lot. I listen to all your scripts, and, I just learned a few techniques that made the calls go really fast, and just what it took to, that I needed to say on those calls.
Right, and that's the thing for a lot of people, at least that I know that I've worked with, and I'm sure you've worked with a lot too, is people aren't calling their leads, and they're mainly the points that you just hit there. They're stumbling, they fear the unknown, the fear of rejection. They don't know what to say or how to say it or how to overcome certain things. But bottom line, what I got out of that is you have to get out of your comfort zone, and that's the absolute truth. Is just do it. Just go through the motions and just force yourself to just kind of do it. Now, since you started calling leads, if you don't, I don't know if you could maybe share some of this, but or if you could answer this, but if you wouldn't mind, just share what have been your results. What has happened to you since you started picking up the phone and connecting with your leads?
I started making sales. Both of our businesses, the last week I closed 2 into GRN and 4 into USANA. This week I've already closed 3 into USANA and 2 into My Lead System Pro today. And it's just been crazy. And, people are starting to actually call me back too, even if I've had to leave a message. And it's just changed. It's going crazy right now, and it's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm so just proud of you, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm just glad that I could be a part of it and watch you grow. You've been a tremendous, you're going to be, and you are a tremendous story already, but I know there's a lot more coming your way. You deserve everything that you've accomplished in the direction that you're going. So I'm excited and proud to be in business with you and to be your business partner. If you had to say one thing, or you had to give one piece of advice to the world out there, what would it be?
In reference to calling leads or what?
Calling leads, success, whatever you want it to be. If you had to give one piece of business advice to the rest of the world out there, what would be your biggest piece of advice that you would give?
Well, I would say be consistent. Don't give up after you've only been doing something for 3 or 4 weeks. It takes time to build it, and just be consistent, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, it'll just start falling down on you and you won't be able to keep up. But I think consistency is the key, and that's what I don't see a lot of in this industry when I talk to people. It's just people are not consistent, and that's why they're not succeeding. That's one of my thoughts.
Be consistent. Well, I like that. And the one thing that I'm going to add to that, and we're going to leave you with this, is be consistent, but take action. You know, if it's one thing I've noticed, especially about you, Michelle, it takes action to create momentum and to ultimately create money and create anything in life that you want. And that's the biggest thing. It's not just being consistent, but it's being consistent and taking consistent action. And that's one thing that you have done is you are out there in the trenches. You're out there trying and you're building and you're doing things. And that's what ultimately it takes. So, you know, again, I want to thank you for your time. I know it's extremely valuable. And I look forward to working with you and knowing you for a very, very long time. I look forward to more of your success stories, and stay tuned for another video that I'm going to actually do with Michelle here momentarily. We're going to be sending this out over the next couple of days, where we're going to talk briefly about her success that she's had with Facebook marketing. So stay tuned for that, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody, and have a great day. Thanks again, Michelle.
Bye. Thank you.